They invited 2 Deathworlders to the council. Now everyone's terrified. The Galactic Council chamber was a cathedral of glass and light. Its arched ceiling shimmered with projection fields displaying the stars of the core systems, and rows of tiered seats curled in a spiral toward the central floor. Here, policy was made. Here, civilizations bargained, argued, and postured. And here, against the warnings of several cautious members, the first humans had been invited to take seats. The council thought they were extending a hand of peace. They did not realize they were unleashing fear. The humans entered together. Ambassador Marcus Hale walked with calm precision, his dark suit unadorned, his stride measured. Beside him moved Admiral Reyes, uniform crisp, boots striking the crystal floor with the steady rhythm of a soldier who had commanded fleets. Compared to the elaborate silks, jeweled scales, and feathered cloaks of the alien delegates, they were plain. Almost disappointingly plain. Until one looked at their eyes. Predator eyes, sharp and calculating, scanning the chamber not for beauty but for exits, vantage points, and threats. A ripple of unease swept the room. High Chancellor Valek clicked his mandibles nervously, raising his voice. Honored representatives, today we welcome a new species into the council chambers. Humans of Earth, classified as a Class 7 Deathworld species. May this be the beginning of mutual trust and prosperity. Polite applause followed. Some clapped talons or snapped wings. A few hissed half-heartedly. Marcus Hale inclined his head. We thank the council for its welcome. Admiral Reyes said nothing. She only folded her arms and watched. Already, whispers spread. Why 2 of them? Isn't one enough? Deathworlders should not sit among civilized powers. The first agenda item was routine, trade lanes in the outer rim. But when a delegate proposed redirecting patrols away from unprofitable sectors, Marcus spoke. That's reckless, he said evenly. Pirates will move in within weeks. The delegate scoffed. Humans presume to lecture us on space security. You've barely joined the stars. Marcus leaned forward. We've fought wars on 3 fronts with less. We know how predators think. Ignore that sector, and you'll be feeding them your citizens. The chamber fell into uneasy silence. None could deny the cold certainty in his tone. The matter was tabled. The second item, a planetary quarantine. A plague world, abandoned for centuries, was being considered for resettlement. Admiral Reyes finally spoke. Her voice was low, commanding. You haven't cleared the viral spores, she said. A scientist delegate bristled. Our scans show minimal activity. Containment is unnecessary. Reyes' gaze pinned him like a hawk sighting prey. Minimal isn't 0. On Earth, we learned that minimal kills cities. Unless you sterilize the biosphere completely, you're condemning settlers to mass graves. Her words landed like thunder. Delegates shifted in their seats. The scientist swallowed, feathers puffed nervously. The vote turned against resettlement. By midday, unease had deepened into fear. The humans weren't loud. They didn't shout, threaten, or boast. They simply spoke with the unshakable authority of those who had stared down chaos and lived. Every example they gave was ruthless, practical, and tinged with a history the others could only guess at. A history written in blood and storms and struggle. By the third session, the chamber was no longer whispering about humans. They were whispering about Deathworlders. It came to a head during the 4th agenda. A border dispute. 2 allied species had armed fleets circling a contested system. The council debated sanctions, mediation, and delaying action. Reyes interrupted, her voice sharp. You don't have time for bureaucracy. Someone needs to step in now, or you'll have warships firing within the week. One delegate snapped, How dare you presume? She slammed her palm against the table. The sound cracked like a gunshot. Every eye turned to her. On Earth, Reyes said, her tone like ice, we learned what happens when leaders hesitate. I've watched cities burn while councils argued. You invited us here. If you want our council, listen, act now or watch your border drown in fire. Her words hung heavy in the silence. And for the first time in centuries, the chamber trembled. After the session adjourned, the delegates scattered in hushed clusters. Some muttered about arrogance, others about necessity. But all agreed on one thing: the humans unnerved them. Marcus and Reyes walked out side by side, their steps measured, their expressions unreadable. One alien aide whispered to another, "Why are they so terrifying?" They didn't even raise their voices. The other shivered, eyes following the humans. Because they don't speak like politicians. They speak like survivors. By the end of the week, the council had already shifted. Patrols were reinforced, resettlement plans scrapped, and mediation launched before war could ignite. Practical. Ruthless. Effective. And everywhere in the chamber, one truth remained unspoken but understood. They had invited 2 Deathworlders to the council. Now, no one could look at the humans without feeling a chill.